Hey everybody, welcome to the Tone Church. I am the Tonepriest. Happy Sunday. We get a quick little video here for you today. What this is a Madbean Pedals Florist chorus. We bought their printed circuit board, and yesterday we put it together. Took about an afternoon, and I think you'll agree it came out pretty well. We'll just take a quick look inside to see how it came out. We'll talk about it a little bit. If you don't care about that kind of thing and you want to skip ahead, then you're an asshole. So I'm just kidding. It's a joke. Maybe I'll put chapters down there so you can skip ahead and hear my horrible guitar playing. I didn't film myself building this. I've done that enough times. If you have never built a guitar effects pedal before and you think you might be interested in that, watch literally any of my other effects pedal videos. Probably the Electric Mistress is probably the most pedantic and in-depth as far as how to build a pedal. But it's easy. If you've never done it before, go get yourself a like a silicon fuzz pedal kit. There are all sorts of places you can get them from depending upon where you live in the world. Get that silicon fuzz pedal kit, get a cheap soldering iron, and have at it. Helpful tip, I'm not telling you to use leaded solder. You use whatever you want, but this is what I use. And have at it. You get the hang of it. You know, it's not rocket science. But if you learn the skills used in building this well, you can use those skills for rocket science. Alright, God, I'm the worst. Alright, let me set up Mr. Tripod and we'll take a little peek under the hood. Alright. Oh, what the hell was that? Let's see here. Why don't we look at the build manual first? You can just take a quick look at these. You can go on to Madbean Pedals and download this yourself, so, you know, it's probably easier than pausing your screen, but we'll do it anyway for posterity's sake. Madbean Pedals, very high quality PCBs. The build instructions are excellent. They're very thorough, as you'll see in a second here. They give you voltages to, you know, test your stuff and troubleshoot if you have a problem. But I put this together, fired it up, and it works straight out of the box first time around. Here's the PCB. And if you read what they have to say about the circuit design, this is like a revision of, you know, projects that they've been working on for quite a while, and it's highly refined, and I think it came out great. Sounds great, but you can be the judge of that. Alright, so let's undo these screws here. So what do you guys think about what Till Lindeman's been up to, huh? Somebody's been a bad boy. Allegedly. Probably not true. Please don't do hast sue me. You know, all women are victims and believe the patriarchy or whatever the right think of the day is. But anyway, who would have thought Till Lindeman would have been up to hanky-panky? I'll tell you who. Anybody who's ever put a Rammstein lyrics into Google Translate. Alright, whatever. I don't know what brought that up. We used a 1590 N1 enclosure, I think. I'll put the information up on the screen in text. But there she is. Let's get some light in here. You see that? Come on, nice. I'm getting pretty good at this. I did originally have a wire for a battery, but as you can see, there's no room in here for a battery. So if you want a battery, you're going to need a little bit bigger enclosure. But I don't hardly ever use batteries, so I don't even care. There she is. You see all that? Came out nice. We got a PT2399, a TLO72, and a TLO62 for our integrated circuits. We have a 5-volt regulator, and then I forget the other two transistors. It's all in the build instructions if you need to know all that. Alright, that's all there is to it. probably going to change these knobs to a different style. As you can see, as you can see in the demo, it's tough for me to manipulate the knobs. So what we'll probably do is put this style knob on it. These are a lot easier. These kind of have become my favorite kind of knobs because they're nice and small. They get a nice line on them, so you know exactly where you're at, and they're real easy to manipulate, even in close quarters like this. So I'll probably replace these with this style, but whatever, for what it's worth. All right, let's put it all back together, and we'll take a little listen. All right, here's the rig rundown.
Okay, well, cool. Let's talk about your amps and pedal board.
This is a 1960 something. I forget what. I'd have to look it up. Gibson GA. Hey, get out of the way. GA20 RVT that I serviced and I modded. I'm trying to clean up my language around here. We unscrewed the tone stack. We're using the reverb channel because we want to use the reverb, so we don't have to use the reverb pedal. Which is almost stock. We got rid of the tone sucking networks and changed a couple of the coupling capacitors. The normal channel has the Bone Ray tone stack, but don't worry about that. We're not using that right now. Okay, John Bollinger, this is what we have on our pedal board. We got the Priest of Tone pedal we just built, which is a clone of a King of Tone, with just a couple of different things. We use different clipping diodes, so obviously it's going to suck, right? And then here's our florist, our Madbean Pedals Florist chorus pedal, PT2399 chip chorus pedal. All right, without further ado, please don't laugh at my guitar playing. I'm rusty because I've been building all this crap rather than practicing as much as I should, but you should get a good idea of how it sounds. Here we go. Hi, can you see what's going on here? Let's do this. Mama's little baby like shortening, Mama's little baby like shortening bread. Need a pick. One, hopefully it's not all worn out. All right, let's get the old Reaper rolling here. And we're rolling in 3, 2, 1, 1/2. We are rolling. Do one of these things. All right, here's a dry signal. Let's start with this. This knob right here is the volume. So up top we have speed, width, depth, and we have volume, which we'll just leave to unity. And then, I hope I'm not yelling at you. I'm trying to get you so you can hear me. But anyway, volume, and we have blend and bloom. So we'll start with everything at 12 o'clock and see what we get. Well, it's this one right here adds a bunch of noise, but it also adds a bunch of gain. And then that one's really noisy. This one here, check this one out. Turns it into Mr. Roboto.
They are to be exterminated. You understand? Exterminated.
That's all I know, sorry. That's as far as we get for now. That's coming. We can try and do a little bit of Def Leppard type stuff. See if we can dial that up. Get the idea. All right, take 2.5. Don't laugh at me. I know this song's in a different tuning and I don't know how to play it, but I think you get the idea of what's going on here. And a lot of the noise is because I'm sitting right on top of everything. So ignore that as best you can. But if we turn everything all the way up, see how what we can do here. Sounds like a helicopter taking off. Alright, let's see if this sounds good here. There you go, you get yourself a black hole sun. Alright, let's see if we can dial up some Malik's Lifes in here. Oh. That's pretty good. Well, there you go. There you have it. There is the Madbean Pedals, Mads Beans, whatever it is, Madbean Pedals Florist PCB they make to do this chorus pedal. Came out great. I love it. Sounds fantastic. This is the most successful pedal project I've done with a PT2399 integrated circuit chip, for sure. So, you know, if I could do it, so can you. So if that sounds like interesting to you, I'll leave a link down below. I'm not affiliated, not getting paid for this, obviously. Who would pay for this nonsense? But go check them out. They make great pedals, and this one came out awesome. I love it. So thanks for watching. Thanks for one of these if you give it to me, and we'll see you soon with something else really cool. Rock on.
Done.